Great chatting with Sean Woodson, who's got a big fight coming up here August 20th, UFC 278. Sean, how's it going, man?
Living the dream, man. How you doing?
Doing great. Good to see you back, man. I know you had some injuries. We were talking about this after the last fight. Just kind of take people through what these last few months have been before the fight got announced. What have you been up to?
Just sharpening my tools, man. Same old thing, day in and day out, just trying to get better. Yeah, like you mentioned, I'm dealing with some injuries. My last fight, I ended up banging up my hand again. And the fight before that, I had broke it and needed surgery on it. And they told me, it was going to be, I shouldn't fight for 6 months. But I ended up fighting 5 months later just because, I was trying to get back in there ASAP. And yeah, I think that's why I banged it up this time because I kind of rushed it this last time. So after we busted it up again, I was like, this time I'm going to give it its full time to heal, just be smart about it. And instead of 6 months, it's going to be like, I think when I get back in there in August, it'll be like 8 months or 9 months since my last fight. So, yeah, I just wanted to just took the necessary time to make sure my hand is healed up and I can make magic with it again.
Did you end up getting surgery or was it just rehab?
No, I just had to rehab the hell out of it. I had to, first I just had to sit down for a while and not do nothing with it. And then, I had to rehab it. And we've been doing a bunch of bone strengthening stuff and trying to get these things denser and all that good stuff. And, yeah, we're good to go.
Good to hear, man. That's awesome. So you're facing Luis Saldana, 16-7 record. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I feel like this is a great matchup for me. I feel like it's a real fun matchup for the fans. Me and him both don't want to do nothing but strike. He's a good counter striker. He's fast. He's slick, and so am I. So I think this is going to be a really fun fight for the fans.
Yeah, I think your dogs are excited for it too, which is great. I love the outside ambience here. This is great, man. Training camp, what does that look like leading into the fight? Who have you mainly been working with, helping you get ready for this one?
Oh, my same team here, St. Louis, Woodson. My boy Jordan Dowdy, which my head coach Mop. We got a tons of up and coming amateurs that are really talented that have been giving me rounds and tough guys, and yeah, just my same team here at home, Woodson.
No cross training with Glory anymore, or is it just mainly staying at home base?
Yeah, it's just mainly been staying home base for now. Yeah, I definitely plan on getting back out there with those guys. They've Krause, he's a busy dude, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna make my way back through there again.
Who are some of the amateurs sorry, go ahead.
They're my neighbors, dog. It's not
don't worry about it. It's all. I was gonna say it's all good. It's either way. I think it adds to the interview. It's kind of cool. Like we're getting this outside ambience, so it's all good. But I was gonna mention there. You mentioned training with some amateurs. Like who are some names that you get to work with that maybe we haven't heard of yet that are really helping you out? Because I think I'm sure these are names we're gonna see on Dana White's Contender Series, LFA in the next little bit. So who are some names just off the top of your head that you get to work with?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, as far as amateurs, my number one dude who gives me all my rounds is Aaron Lake. He's got a fight coming up the week before me. Yeah, he's a real promising prospect. You guys will be hearing about him soon. Got my dude Keegan Irish. He's a upcoming amateur. My dude Austin Smith. He's a jiu-jitsu wizard. I got my guy Joel Jeters. He's a jiu-jitsu guy as well. And yeah, those is for the amateurs. Danny Moriarty, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He fights on LFA. He's a 2-0 pro, I believe. He's going to be making some waves here soon. And my boy Wolfman, a.k.a. Javon Wright. Well, Javon Wright, a.k.a. Wolfman. He's a seasoned pro. He's been giving me a lot of rounds. And, yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head right now.
That's awesome. No worries. I asked you on the spot, and I always like hearing this because I was like referencing, if I'm looking at prospects or finding like up and comers, I always like to hear about these guys because I mean, you were that guy at some point. I remember hearing about you a while ago, so it's kind of cool to hear, the new wave of MMA coming through. You mentioned the time off. How's the weight cut going? I know you're pretty good about the weight cut and everything, but you are a big dude, man. I've seen you in person. It's crazy how you make featherweight.
Yeah, the weight cut's great. I've had a ton of time off. It's not like, this fight wasn't short notice or anything. The only time I ever have trouble with weight is when it's like a, short notice opportunity. But yeah, I've had plenty of time to prepare for this. I've known about this fight for probably 14 weeks now. So yeah, my weight's dialed in and yeah, it'll be on point like always.
Who's going to be in the corner with you for this fight? Jordan Dowdy, I imagine. Who else will be in there with you?
Yeah, Jordan Dowdy and my dude Mop, same two as last time. Yep, those guys are going to be riding with me till the end.
How's this fight playing out on August 20th? How do you see it going down?
I'm finishing this dude. I don't like to, really, MMA is crazy. It's really hard to predict. I don't know when or what round it'll happen, but I'm gonna get the finish. It's gonna be an exciting fight. Yeah, this dude, he brings it, and so do I. I feel like, I've had some pretty cool fight past, but I feel like this is gonna be the one, where I really make a statement this fight. I'm the dark horse of this division, and I feel like I'm gonna really show it this fight. I'm the guy that they're not gonna see coming. And yeah, I'm excited to go out there. I'm excited to get in front of a crowd again. I feel like that'll add to my performance. And yeah, I'm finishing this fight at all costs.
I think I asked you this before, but you have a couple fights left in your contract, right? I was trying to remember that.
Yes, sir. Yep. I got two or three. Two or
gotcha.
three.
So no worries going into this fight, which is great. And I imagine you want to get maybe one more fight in this year after this one, not looking past August 20th. Would that be kind of ideal for you?
Yeah, man. That's the plan. I've had I think since I've been in the UFC, this is the second time I've been off for like 8 months. Not their fault. It's been injury. My fault. But yeah, I'm looking to get active and string some back to back. I want to go in here August 20th, get a clean kill, and then I'm trying to turn around and get on that New York card in November, honestly. So yeah, I'd like to August, then November, and then probably take the next year off, take the rest of the year off, and then hit January 2023, hit the ground running.
Last question again. I know you're outside. I know you're probably getting hot, want a drink of water. Won't keep you too long here, but I got to ask because you're wearing the jersey. The Lakers, what are your thoughts on their off season? Are you feeling optimistic? What are you thinking about the Lakers coming up this upcoming season?
Dude, I don't know jack about basketball. I don't know nothing about basketball. I just, man, ever since I was a kid, that's been like a huge motivation for me. Like I remember when I was a kid going to school, like, all the other kids that have like Jordans and jerseys, and that's what I used to always want so bad. And yeah, I just love jerseys. I love the way they look. I love, I don't follow basketball, but I like basketball players. I like competitors and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just rocking the jersey because I like the colors and stuff.
Dude, I had the same thing, as an adult. Like I remember as a kid, like you'd go to like a game or something, you'd want to get a jersey and they're expensive and you're a kid, you don't have the money. But like I just buy, it's funny you mentioned that because I'm from Vancouver. I bought a Vancouver Grizzlies jersey recently, which by the way, one of the nicest jerseys in the NBA. And I'll fight anyone on that. But I just bought it recently because it's like I always wanted one of these as a kid and now I can wear it because I got the money for it, right? So I'm sure it's the same thing with you.
That is the exact thing. When you see me in a jersey, that's exactly it right there. I just always wanted them when I was a kid, didn't have the money for them. Now I do, so I got a hell of a collection.
Yeah, and this is a hell of a fight, man. UFC 278, August 20th. Sean, thanks so much for doing this, man. If there's anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
Just all my people here in St. Louis, all my fans, supporters who show me love, all my followers on Instagram, man. I have just the dopest fan base, man. They're always showing me love day in and day out. From the moment I get a fight announced, every single day I'm hearing about how excited people are to see me get back in there. It means the world to me. So yeah, all my supporters and sponsors here in St. Louis, they all know who they are. I'm bad about this stuff off the top of my head, but yeah.
There we go. Cool. They can check it out on your social media, right? So there you go. They can see all the sponsor stuff there.
STL Sniper on Instagram. Check me out.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.